Hello, screenwriters. We are back for a brand new episode of Brutal Reviews of my script. It's a series where I read reviews from scripts that I submitted to different feedback services. This script is called My Brother Charles, and I submitted it to the Blacklist. And I wrote this script for all the wrong reasons, which I'll explain after I read this review. Again, this is for My Brother Charles. The script's premise is extremely thin from the get-go. Coming out narrative are extremely common in LGBT cinema and increasingly visible in all media, and nothing we're seeing here moves beyond the cliche tropes. None of it is necessarily unrealistic, but it is familiar, with nothing in the characters or story to set this film apart. We know very little about Charles other than that he's gay. The script doesn't even have any interest in exploring the motivations for him finally coming out to his family. The emotion here are inherent to the very basic setup and nothing to do with the audience becoming invested in this family or in Charles himself. Even the flashbacks hit the same notes over and over, the sole exception being Stephen giving Charles the money for school, which adds an interesting and unexpected layer. Most of the script's plot hinges on Charles coming out to Stephen. His conversations with his mother and sister are quick and straightforward with no implications the film explores. And it doesn't happen until over halfway through. The hints of the hate crime feel heavy-handed, adding nothing to the script until the ending, which is frankly regressive in terms of LGBT cinema. All right, do you think that was as brutal as the last one? But yeah, so let me tell you why I wrote this script for all the wrong reasons. So I had a friend of mine who, he lived in Hollywood and he was in TV. He was telling me about he needs something like a script that's like, I don't know, that's fresh and that's just is going to get people talking. Here I'm thinking, okay, let me write something about a brother coming out to his brother and things like that. I wrote the script for all the wrong reasons. I wrote it just so I could see if it'll get someone's attention. I wasn't invested in it anyway. That's no excuse. I still should have wrote a better screenplay. I think I gave, my friend read it, obviously, and crickets. He didn't say nothing to me. So, yeah. Anyway, I haven't touched that script since. That was another brutal review of my script. Tell me in the comments if you think it was that brutal or if it wasn't too bad. I saw Sinners recently and I can see why the hype is real. I would love to get my hands on that script and just see what I should have done in this script. Anyway, until the next episode, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and go to Stratword.com if you want to write your screenplay in a fun way.